Hey everyone, Nickolaswolf here with the Thedawnreeseshow, and we're here at Swedefest in Tampa Bay, which is kind of like a, basically everyone can submit their own kind of spoof on a movie that's been out recently, and we're actually here with Jim Ryman. And Ryman here, can you tell us a little bit about your role with Swedefest?
Sure. Well, I'm a local artist and educator, and I became involved with Swedefest back when it first started for the first Swedefest here. Originally, this is an organization. It started over in California, and one of our founders here in Tampa basically moved to Tampa, and he started the one here. And then through friends that were connected in the art community, I became aware of it, and I participated in the first one, and it was a lot of fun. And since then, I've formed a company with a few of my colleagues, and now we sponsor Swedefest for the last two anyway.
Can you tell us a little bit about your company that you just mentioned?
Sure. I'm the director of photography and videography for 4D Studios, LLC. And we handle photography, video production, and talent direction, acting workshops, agent auditions, things like that.
And obviously you said that you actually, you didn't start out with photography. You actually started out by entering some of your own little spoofs. Can you tell us a little bit about those?
Sure. The first one I submitted was a live-action version of Dumbo. And I also got involved with some friends that made Top Gun, and we also made a Wayne's World. Since then I've made Predator, Rocky. Tonight you'll see Pet Sematary, and then also the faculty at the school that I teach at, we all created The Goonies. So.
That's really cool. I know some of those movies, some of the others I don't really know, but I'm interested to see them. Now, finally, how can the viewers learn more information about your business and yourself? Do you have a website, Facebook, or Twitter?
Yeah, our 4D Studios LLC is on Facebook, and you can find out all the information about acting workshops, photography, actors. I do a lot of actors' headshots, so we've got some samples on there, and yeah, all the auditions that we hold. So it's facebook.com/4D Studios.
All right, well, thank you for taking the time, letting me interview. Hope you have a great time.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next interviews. And now we're back with Jonathan Norton, who's actually a director. You can see his nameplate right there. So, Jonathan, can you tell us a little bit about, what type of spoof you did here?
I did a spoof on Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho, and pretty much just took certain scenes from the movie and incorporated into the sweet feel, low budget, messing a little bit with who I got to act, how they act, things like that.
And now, how did you think of the concept of the idea for that film?
I recently just watched the Psycho, and I've always been a fan of Alfred Hitchcock's work. And originally I was going to go against the idea of doing a low-budget version and do a really serious Swede and add humor through seriousness. But I rotated and went to the low-budget aspect and added a lot of humor to it.
And now, how did you hear about Swedefest? Like, is this your first time here?
It is my first time here. I recently just switched to a film degree at the Art Institute of Tampa, and my teacher, Justin Padilla, is one of the guys who helped found Swedefest, and one of his projects in class was to submit a Swede to Swedefest.
Well, that's really cool. And are you actually a director or producer, or is this, kind of like for fun?
In this certain film, I'm the director, producer, editor, I'm the whole thing, and then for school, we kind of are a modge podge. We do, like I'm another director on another scene I'm doing, and we also help out other students, and we'll either do like PA or editing, sound, work, kind of whatever we do is what they need. But we can do everything, but I'm more of a director than anything.
That's really cool. And now finally, how can the viewers learn more information about yourself so that if you come up with any more films in the future, they can search that up? Do you have a website, a Facebook, or a Twitter?
Sure. I'm not a fan of Twitter or any of that, but I do have a YouTube page. If they look up my first and last name, and they should be able to find my YouTube page, and I post all the videos that I submit for classes or that I do in my spare time, I post on YouTube.
Thank you for taking the time letting me interview.
Sure.
I hope I can see those films later because I'm going to be here for a little bit. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, sure.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next interviews. Hey everyone, so we're here with Alan Borden, and he's another producer-director that worked on one of the spoofs here. Can you tell us a little bit about what the film you worked on?
Yeah, I did Princess Bride this year. Actually, this is the third time that I've done it. I did The Matrix, and I also did, oh my God, Breakfast Club last time. So, yeah, so this is my third time. I love it. My friends, I get my friends together. We have a good time, just, horsing around, doing whatever we can to shoot a film.
And obviously, like you said, you've been here multiple times. How did you first learn about Swedefest?
I'm always looking in the TBT. I think it was the first one that they actually put on. Found it on here, invited some friends, came out. I always like to, see the little artistic things that you kind of find in niches in big cities like this. So.
Now, do you do anything else besides direct for Swedefest, or no?
Artistically, no. I mean, I like to dress up for Halloween. I do the standard stuff. Other than that, actually, I'm an attorney. That's what I do for my work. But this is a great way to have that expressive outlet.
Now, is there anywhere that the viewers can learn more information? Maybe even see some of the films that you're actually going to be showing here?
Well, they can go to, I think the Swedefest Tampa has a website on Vimeo is the best one, and you can look at all of them there. But I would say it's so easy to do. You just got to get, a couple of people who are willing to do it with you. You don't need anything more fancy than, your iPhone these days, and you can shoot it yourself. Write your script, make it funny, make it as campy and hilarious as you can, and that's my advice to anyone.
All right, well, thank you for taking the time to review.
Thank you, sir.
Hope you have a great time.
Yep.
And thank you for watching. Hey everyone, so now we're here with Anthony and Michael, who actually, like you said, dueled on a film together?
Yes, we did Face Off.
Face Off?
Yes. Have you seen Face Off?
Yeah, I actually watched it on Sci-Fi Channel.
Oh, great, yeah. I was basically Nicolas Cage and Michael was John Travolta. Yeah. But then, of course, it gets confused, and we all kind of played all roles, I guess.
All right, so first off, I'm going to ask you, is this your first time, working on a film here?
No, this is actually the third one for the Tampa Swedefest. This is the first one Mike's participated in, I think, right? Yeah.
Yeah, first time I've done Swedefest. I've come and seen them, but this is the first time I played any roles.
And how'd you both learn about Swedefest?
I think just through Facebook. I know Adam, and I sort of know Deon a little. I think I heard through them initially. But I've gone to all of them. They're great.
And I've gotten through Anthony. I learned about Swedefest.
He was first, then he led it to you.
And then he introduced me to it, yes, exactly. Mm-hmm.
Now, how did you come up with the concept of Face Off for a film?
I think really we just wanted to do the scene where they rip the faces off and transfer the faces. That's really the only thing we cared about, and then we kind of filled in the gaps, I think.
That's really cool. So, do you do anything else besides Swedefest? Like, are you a real director or producer? Or is it just for fun?
I mean, it's just for fun. I mean, I teach art, and I'm a painter, but I'm not really a film dude.
And how about you?
We've done movies since we were young. We've known each other since probably I think 6, and we used to do little short films or sketch comedy things. So just kind of a continuation as we've grown up of keeping doing that.
Now, is there anywhere that the viewers can maybe search up to maybe find more information about you two, and maybe even some of the films you did in the past?
I think they've uploaded all the old Swedes, right, to YouTube. I mean, my website is just my name.com. See my work, AnthonyRecord.com.
And then Michael?
Yeah, just on YouTube, and I know you posted some of the previous ones, but this one I know is on YouTube, so you can see it there.
Thank you for taking the time letting me interview you both. Hope to see your film later. And thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more interviews, and we'll see you later. Hey everyone, so now we're here with Will Alberton. And is this your first time here, Will?
No, I've been involved with all 5 fests so far. And I was also involved with the first 3 Swedefests in Fresno, California.
Wow, okay. Can you tell us a little bit about some of the past films that you worked on?
Well, this time I directed Les Miserables. The first Swedefest in Tampa, I did Lion King. And then I did Braveheart for the second one.
Just kind of like all around to different points.
Yeah, what I like to try to do is have fun with it. That's what I think Swedefest should be. It's I've always said it's a personal relationship between the Swede maker and the film itself. And so sometimes I'll spoof the films, but I don't think that we should be making fun of these films. Bad films just shouldn't be mentioned again, much less remade. I think that the films we make we should love, but we should have fun with them. So with mine, you'll see that I make fun of Russell Crowe singing in Les Miserables because, it was an otherwise good film except for that one thing.
Okay, that's very, very, very wise words. One of the wisest I've ever heard. That's really cool. And then how did you first hear about Swedefest? Because you've obviously been to almost every single one, so... Well,
I mean, I'm the guy who brought Swedefest here to Tampa. my buddies Rocky and Brian were the ones who started Swedefest out in Fresno, and I was living out there as a working journalist at the time. And when I moved to Tampa, there was nothing like this here, so me and a guy named Ken started up Swedefest, and then Jim and the others joined in. And now, what's a beautiful thing is happening is I'm kind of like taking a back seat, and I'm just able to make films, and they're kind of running it, so it's pretty awesome.
Well, that's really cool. And now, how can the viewers learn more information about yourself? Because obviously, you have a lot of information that would probably be interesting to read about, and maybe even about Swedefest. So, how do they learn more information about yourself?
Well, I like to stay pretty anonymous. I'm not looking for fame or fortune. I'm a high school teacher. I teach drama at a local high school here in Tampa, and I look at Swedefest as just an opportunity to have a creative outlet and make movies and have fun with friends, and then get to watch it. Because the great thing what Swedefest offers people, and this is one of the reasons that I wanted to be involved with it, is we have a lot of creatives out here in this area, in every area. Every city has creative people, but they don't have a lot of outlets. They don't have a lot of opportunities to share their art, to have it exhibited. And what Swedefest allows you to do is say, hey, you, anyone with a camera, go make a movie. Get your friends together and have fun, and we'll put it on the big screen for you. You can watch it with a bunch of friendly faces and have a great time. And we're 5 festivals in. We've had our bumps along the way over the past couple years, but we're obviously moving in the right direction, and I'm just pleased as punch at the direction of Swedefest. So if you're interested in making a movie, do it already.
And that's a really cool thing, because I'm actually a director. This is my first. I actually did a spoof on Hunger Games.
Hunger Games, very good.
I was thinking about doing the second one, but since it hasn't come out, we thought of a cool idea for that. But it's a really cool thing for anybody to basically do.
Yeah, and young people, old people, middle-aged people. I don't know. Yeah, I mean it's a good thing. I mean, everybody loves movies, and one of the things that I said early on when we were talking about Swedefest and promoting it was, there's a lot of crap out there in Hollywood, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of films that are being made just to make a buck, and the storytelling and the heart and the the art that should go into film is kind of getting glossed over, and we're seeing a lot of ridiculousness out there, and we're like, those aren't the type of films we'll remember years from now. Those aren't the films that are going to etch their way into our hearts. And so Swedefest allows us to remember the films that do etch their way into our hearts, because now we can breathe new life into them and have a personal relationship with the films.
That's a very, very cool thing to say. Thanks for letting me interview.
Yeah, no problem. Good luck, and make some more Swedes.
And thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more, and we'll see you later. So we're here with Deon Blackwell, and he's actually one of the other sponsors for Swedefest. So, Deon, can you please tell us a little bit about your sponsorship, your role with Swedefest?
Sure. I was teaching at USF, and that's where I met Jim Ryman. And we heard about this through a friend. His name is Will, and it's basically filmmaking, low budget, and I started incorporating that into my classes. So I loved it so much that I wanted to be a part of it outside of classes. So I became a sponsor, and I've been doing it ever since we started the first one.
And when was that?
Ooh, we're on number 5 now, so that was about 3 years ago. 2.5 years ago.
So you actually started out like him, creating your own films, and then you kind of got partnered up with them.
Yeah, we hang out quite a bit ourselves, so we were kind of making up weird Swedes in our own free time as friends. So Beetlejuice, Top Gun, things like that. We just had some spare time and wanted to make some weird movies.
Now, where can the viewers learn more information about your sponsorship, your business, and also maybe find some of your videos?
Sure. I am opensourcetampa.com. You can find it on Facebook, Open Source Tampa. We also have all of our videos on there, and I also link to the Swedefest Tampa page, so you can go to either one to find the videos.
Thank you for taking the time, letting me interview. I see that you have a Left 4 Dead 2 shirt. I like that. Played the game. It was cool. Not as cool as the other games, but it was cool.
I like the first one better.
And thank you for watching. Make sure to stay tuned for more interviews. And we'll see you later. So we're here behind the scenes at Swedefest. As you can see, we're inside the theater where all 20 short films were actually shown. Mine was up there. It was up there. Hunger Games. It was good. It was very funny. You can see right now everyone's leaving because they're all going downstairs. But whole theater was almost packed. It was a lot. So, you know, SWEDEFest 6, spring, musicals, gonna be cool. Thanks for watching. I don't know if there's gonna be any more interviews tonight because it's gonna be loud downstairs, but we'll see. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.